Good evening, Youngstown. My name is Jody Kosak. I am here again on my comfy reading chair to share one last story with you. Again, one of my favorites. This story is called Bear Snores On, and it was written by Karma Wilson and illustrated by Jane Chapman. If you are familiar with any of their stories, they have written actually many stories about Bear and his friends. In this particular story, Bear, who is hibernating for the winter in his cave, suddenly awakens and is upset because his friends have gathered in his lair or his cave to have a little party. And Bear sleeps through all of it and wakes up angry that he's missed the food. Let's read to find out what happens. Bear Snores On, written by Karma Wilson, illustrations by Jane Chapman. In a cave in the woods in his deep dark lair, through the long cold winter sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day, he sleeps through the night. The cold winds howl and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. An itty-bitty mouse pitter-pat tiptoe crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dank, too dark, so he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare hops in. "Huh, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Mouse sips wee slurps. Hare burps big burps. But the bear snores on. A badger scuttles by, snuffs at the air. "I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we can share." "I've brought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down and dig in." And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch. But the bear snores on. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor, then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters wren, and everybody clutters in the great bear's den. They tweet and they titter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Hare stokes the fire, Mouse seasons the stew. Then a small pepper fleck makes the bear Rat-shoo! He blows and he sneezes, and the whole crowd freezes. And the bear wakes up. Bear gnarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. You've snuck in my lair and you've all had fun. But me, I was sleeping and I have had none. And he whimpers and he moans, he wails and he groans, and the bear blubbers on. Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see, we can pop more corn, we can brew more tea." Bear gulps, bear gobbles, he sighs with delight, then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep. But his friends snore on. Do you see why I loved this book so much? Aren't Bear and his friends just great? Well, if you enjoyed this book as much as I have, you might like to read some other books by Karma Wilson about Bear and his friends. There are actually many, many books written about Bear and his friends. You could read about Bear's loose tooth, When Bear Says Thanks, Bear Wants More, Bear Stays Up, that's a Christmas story, Bear's New Friend, Bear Feels Sick, and Bear Feels Scared. Check those out. Have a good night.